that Levi is just Lanny if Lanny were from Florida? Lanny, you said that you're almost 35. As a 36-year-old, I just have to say, just enjoy it while you can. You've got a couple of years left of those follicles. Good evening, open toad. Good evening, creepy Humphrey Bogart watching us. My name is Pete. Last week, my dad called me Alan. In case your short-term memory is really bad, that is not my name. I was like, sir, you have had way too long to study for this test. In fact, you wrote the questions. I know, because my dad named me after his favorite baseball player. Expectations were immediately shattered. I'm glad my dad did not name me after his favorite comedian, because otherwise my name would be Bill Cosby Barlow. I get some weird looks for that one. Barlow is in fact my last name. I met someone recently, I introduced myself, and she was like, oh, Barlow. Well, that's interesting. Is that a family name? I did not have the heart to tell this woman that all last names are family names. That's kind of their purpose. It's so nice to be here in Athens, the cultural center of northern Georgia besides the other one. This city has contributed so much to pop culture. Bands like R.E.M. and the B-52s, and that's it, that's both of them. I'm not picking on you, Athens, I'm just jealous. I'm originally from Sydney, Ohio. You've never heard of it. Sydney is a suburb of Dayton. Dayton is the 4th best city in Ohio. Cleveland is the best, so that's your scale, folks. By default, I'm like the 4th most famous person from Sydney, and most of you have already forgotten my name, just like my dad. In case you did not know, I played Steve on Blue's Clues back in the 90s. That was a joke, but for 1 second you believed me, which is awesome. No, I'm actually not famous, but I did have my 2nd ever professional gig last Friday. Yeah. Hold your applause. It was at a rap concert. Technically, it was a variety show to showcase local talent, but it turns out the only talented people in Columbia, South Carolina are rappers. And me? So, imagine this. Imagine a DaBaby concert. Yes, I've heard of DaBaby, shut up. Imagine a DaBaby concert that is interrupted by a Stephen Wright routine. That gives you a rough approximation of how awkward the night was. Fellow comedians, have you ever stared into a crowd of about 40 college-age students all making the same, oh, honey, face at you? Because I can cross that one off my bucket list now. Afterwards, a man came up to me, hugged me, and goes, dude, you were hilarious. And I'm like, sir, you are drunk. Please take an Uber home. And that's good advice for all of you, especially if you've been drinking. My name's Pete. That's been my set. Thank you very much.